Pet mice are usually gentle and sociable creatures, known for their curious and playful nature. However, sometimes owners may encounter a common concern, which is their pet mouse biting. If you find yourself in this situation, it's important to address the issue promptly and understand the reasons behind the behaviour. In today's video, we're going to explore potential causes of mice biting, and I'll also provide some practical tips to help you manage and prevent such behaviour. First of all, it's really important to assess the situation. So when you're faced with a biting mouse, it's essential to evaluate the circumstances surrounding the behaviour. So you want to consider the following factors. Number one is their health. Ensure that your mouse is not experiencing any underlying health issues that may be causing pain or discomfort or leading to defensive behaviour. Fear or stress is another really common one, so evaluate the mouse's environment to determine if it feels threatened or anxious. Things like loud noises, sudden movements, or improper handling techniques can contribute to stress-induced biting. Reflect on your own approach when interacting with your mouse. So are you handling it gently and with care, or are you inadvertently causing discomfort? If your mouse's biting behaviour seems uncharacteristic or is accompanied by other worrisome symptoms, it is advisable to contact a vet. In some cases, you may need to modify some of your techniques temporarily whilst they are in that phase of biting. So for example, my mouse Houdini does sometimes go through that phase, especially if she gets stressed out. She doesn't do great in huge groups, and that's one of the things that I identified. So I put her into a smaller group, and then for a while I would actually use gloves. When I pick her up, to prevent her from biting my fingers, I use the sides of my hands and I scoop her. Which takes me into the next really important thing, and that is that you need to spend quality time socialising with your pet mouse to build trust and strengthen the bond between you both. Gradually, you want to introduce positive interactions such as offering treats, gentle strokes, and engaging play sessions. This helps your mouse associate your presence with positive experiences, fostering a sense of security and reducing the likelihood of biting. It's important that when handling your mouse, be patient, gentle, and respectful of its boundaries. Avoid sudden movements, loud noises, restraining the mouse forcefully, chasing it around the enclosure, or picking it up by its tail. Allow your mouse to explore and move at its own pace. In some cases, you might find that the biting behaviour persists, and if you start to feel nervous or you just think it's not going to stop, that's the point at which you might want to reach out for additional support. Whilst vets are great in many aspects, it can be really helpful to seek out a professional animal behaviourist or even a qualified mouse trainer if there is one where you live, and they'll be able to assess the situation, provide tailored advice, and guide you through effective behaviour modification techniques that might help to either completely reverse it or at least help to manage it so that they have a nice life and you feel less anxious around them as well. And above all else, be kind to yourself. If you are assessing all of your own techniques with them and you feel like you're doing everything you could possibly do to prevent them biting, to make them feel safe and secure, it's just not always possible to know exactly why a behaviour is happening. It could be that they went through some trauma when they were babies. As long as you are assessing the situation and making sure that you've done everything that you can to ensure that they're healthy, well and happy, then that is what matters.